Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sports Today live dugout. Today of course we're going to be building towards that very all-important ODI series between India. Well, I mean it's the start to the 2023 World Cup build-up. So any series you play now is important.
All right.
And especially we're going to be seeing so many ODIs. Just imagine the hours and hours of cricket you're in for in the coming year.
Yes,
should be fun. 9-hour matches in a day. Wonderful. Anyhow, the first real ODI series, because I'm not really counting the New Zealand series. One, because it was a washout. Two, because you were resting your main players.
You were resting. And the only reason why I'm looking forward to this series, I still won't want to call it an all-important series. The only importance, let's say, if I was to, the only importance I see with regards to this series is the return of the main players.
quote-unquote core, although there's no Surya.
Core. Yeah, there is no Surya, there is no UZ.
There's no Hardik Pandya. I don't understand.
But I think we're pretty used to the fact that we only will see all of these players, all the core play in an ICC tournament or in a series.
Or in big series.
Or in a series which is of some significance. Unless, of course, otherwise, quote-unquote, workload management.
Yeah.
So, the squads
we have, I'll just quickly rattle it off for you guys. So, you have Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, Rajat Patidar, Shreyas Iyer and Rahul Tripathi. These are your batsmen, your all-rounders, and of course KL Rahul, don't forget.
Yes.
Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, Shahbaz Ahmed are your spin bowling all-rounders. Then you of course also have Shardul Thakur, who counts as a pace bowling all-rounder. Beyond that is wicket-keeper options. You have Rishabh Pant and you have Ishan Kishan. And in the bowlers you have Siraj, Deepak Chahar, Kuldeep Sen and latest inclusion Umran Malik, because Shami ended up getting ruled out by an injury.
And also, well, of course, there will be a little debate, let's say, whether KL gets I think the 11, but it's possible that you don't see him for a while now because his leave by many reports has been approved for the month of January.
I mean he's part of the squad, so you might just actually see him play here.
You will see him play here. I mean, that's what I said. For the last time, possibly this year, you'll see him play because in the beginning of next year is what we're told as per reports that
he's taken on leave.
Yes, for personal reasons. That
we can all figure what they are,
yes,
but
yes.
So
let's just get into it.
Yeah, the opening thing is a major conundrum for me because again, you have Rohit and KL back.
You have Rohit Sharma playing for sure.
For sure.
All right, so he of course is the leader of the pack.
Yeah. Now the real question comes. You have three options for the second spot.
Yes.
I think we can rule Shikhar out because recent form hasn't been great.
Also, is Shikhar going to be in the scheme of things building up to the World Cup? If he's given a chance to play here, then I would take that as a signal.
Indication.
Yes, I will take that as an indication. But having said that, if he's not there, then that indication for me becomes clear. And it also tells me that you are ready to persist with
Rishabh Pant. KL Rahul, okay. So then I think we can all agree that Pant is playing though, right?
Yes,
but
Pant is playing.
Then number 3 is also sorted, Virat. I'm pretty sure that's an easy call considering again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Then Pant at 4, I think. Because if you're not keeping him to open, then you'd have a major...
I'm pretty sure we'll be getting that in the comments anytime now. But having said that, there will be a debate whether you should play Rishabh over here or should you bat him up top or should he be in the squad altogether. That's something because he's given his wicket away far too cheaply, far too often. So that's going to be one of the things that's certain to pop up in the comments. We are very well aware that there is a community.
But I think Pant
but
has
we
to
know with the indications that we've been getting, it's pretty clear that the management's going to back him.
Correct.
Yeah?
So and I think 4 right now is the best option
because Surya is not playing.
Exactly. Otherwise, I'd prefer seeing him at the top of the order. But again, top of the order is also a conundrum because you have 3 proper full-time openers already. I mean, even if you don't want to consider Dhawan being in the scheme of things for a playing 11 spot, I think considering he only plays one format now, you would be keeping him in and around the squad. I think something dramatic has to happen for him to be dropped. So,
but are we on the same page with regards to KL Rahul?
Yeah, I think he would be starting. For me, I would prefer him starting.
I would prefer to start him as well. Again, yes, this is a management under pressure because of recent incidents. Yes, Shikhar Dhawan has the numbers. You've got a former coach in Ravi Shastri also backing him, saying that yes, he's got the numbers. But for some reason, for the amount of faith that's been
shown in him,
in KL Rahul, I have a strong feeling that they are
I think
going
so.
to
I think
persist
so.
with
I think so. Especially considering, I think, normally what they would have done is they could have actually had a bit of a rotation thing. But if, as reports are to be believed, Rahul will be on leave for personal reasons from Jan, then I think you'd want to give him some game time.
Some
before.
game time, exactly. Not like
So-
he's played a lot of cricket anyway this year.
2022 he had a very bad injury.
Very bad injury, so that kept him out for good 5 months.
I think post
the
IPL,
IPL,
he didn't play until, if I'm not wrong, the Zimbabwe tour.
The Zimbabwe tour. That's when he was. No, he wasn't captaining.
He was. Remember?
Was he?
Dhawan was the captain, and then last minute they made KL captain.
Yes. So we're going to slot Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy option, and he's of course your first choice wicketkeeper
as well. So
now comes the, let's say, interesting thing. Remember, and you have to keep this in mind. Normally, we always see with Indian combinations, they'll have 4 full-time bowlers, 3 pacers and a spinner, and 2 all-round options, 1 pacer and 1 spinner.
Yes.
But this time, there's no single full-time spinner in the squad.
Yes.
So I think there's going to be some talk about who then makes it to the 5, 6, 7 part.
What options do we have there?
I mean, if you're looking at the batting,
Yeah.
then you have the ones who
We
already
don't have a Deepak Hooda.
No, I think Shreyas Iyer would be one option.
But again,
at 5.
Iyer at 5.
Again, I think then if you want to include Shreyas, then you play Pant at 5 and Shreyas. But otherwise, see, you do have, I think you're going to be playing 2 spin all-rounder options. So, but again, do you trust Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel to bat at 5 and 6?
5 and 6.
I
Also,
doubt.
Shardul has to be there. Let's not.
Shardul will be probably at. Actually, you're right.
See?
Yeah, Shardul
has to be at the number 6 or the number 7.
So I think we can put Shardul down at 7. We don't need to go by order.
Yeah.
In fact, let's put down the easy ones, then we'll debate the ones which are a little, let's say, tough.
All right.
So Shardul here, and as far as bowling options,
I think Siraj is another player.
Siraj, Deepak Chahar,
Siraj and
Umran Malik. I think these 3.
I think Chahar.
That's 9, 10, 11.
So Chahar over here.
Yes, Deepak Chahar you can put.
So Chahar is a certainty. Then who else are we sure of?
I think I would put Chahar at 9. You know why? Because I think one of the spin bowling all-rounders would come at 8. So let's just quickly erase that if we can and put Chahar at 9. And I rate his batting highly, but the simple fact is I don't think he would be batting at 8 now because they're going to be playing 2 all-rounders. There's no full-time spinner, remember? So that is a bit of an issue, admittedly. So Deepak Chahar here, 10, 11 I think would again be Siraj and Umran. I think I'm pretty sure that's fairly certain. Kuldeep Sen, again, I like the guy, but I don't think they're going to give him a game now. Maybe in the 3rd ODI.
Exactly, a 2-0 lead. That's what India would like to establish. And again, Umran Malik, for those of you who've been a little aloof for the last 8 to 10 hours, we here at Sports Today earlier in the day told you that Umran Malik is indeed replacing Mohammad Shami, who picked up a shoulder injury during practice.
So Umran 100%.
At the NCA is what we can tell you. So Umran Malik gets the number 11 spot.
Yeah, I think that's it. And
these are the certainties, right?
These are the certainties. Now again, 2 spin bowling all-round options. I think at 8 you can put Akshar.
I think one thing we'll have to sort of reconsider is
Pant at 4. Yeah, because
Shreyas Iyer has to be there, and
because you don't have
with him because of the rich vein of form that he's in. He's
also, perhaps more importantly, Bangladesh. You'll have slightly pitches that will suit his style. So I think we can actually replace that. Put you can erase, put Shreyas at 4 and Pant at 5. I think that would be a more sensible outlook. So Shreyas at 4.
So Iyer
at 4, he would be the most likely the first choice there, and Pant at 5. Now it comes down to the 2 spin bowling all-round options, and I think again it's a pretty easy choice.
See, it's Washington Sundar.
Washington has to be at 6.
Yes. So Sundar
at 6. Now the choice is between, do you go with Akshar Patel or Shahbaz Ahmed, and based on how the team management thinks,
we've got
Akshar Patel and Shahbaz Ahmed. I think Akshar.
So it's a conundrum, and if I were to be in the BCCI's position right now, in the position of the selection committee, I think I would want to try out Shahbaz.
I would too, but
I'm very tempted right now. One, it's the opposition. 2, because again, Bangladesh being a subcontinent team, of course, you expect them to play spin decently as well. And this is
at least better than what.
Exactly. And also, having said that, because Shahbaz has been getting a couple of these call-ups. Having said that, he's not been getting enough game time though. So he's been in the squad, but he's not gotten enough game time. Now building up to the IPL, then of course, in a couple of months' time, we will be looking at the IPL.
True.
And what has happened this year? what has happened this year is you had Ravindra Jadeja ruled out for a long time, and on all those occasions, who was filling in for him? Shahbaz Ahmed.
It was Akshar.
It was Akshar, but again, he was drafted all the time. Then you looked at Shahbaz as somebody who could do that role as well. Of
Potentially,
course, Akshar has been doing it.
But I think the World Cup really harmed his prospects.
Yes,
he had a very, very poor World Cup.
Which is why, if you got to try something out and against an opposition which
then maybe Shahbaz
your batting can, let's say, take care of.
Then Shahbaz might be the option, especially considering you'd have 6 bowling options anyway. So you might just actually, okay, let's go with Shahbaz. I don't think it's a bad shout.
Right?
I don't think it's a bad shout.
So I again, the whole thing being, again, if let's say, if at all you are to concede the series, if you're trailing the series, you can always bring in an experienced bowler
in
Akshar later on. But again, if we are building really, let's say, to the World Cup,
then you might want to be building.
You might want to give him game time, because he's not got a lot of game time.
And more importantly, you have to look at who are the 2 first choice options for spin bowling all-rounders. Jadeja getting up there with age, been having injury issues recently.
Yes.
Akshar again hit or miss. Washington Sundar, I think when fit is a first choice.
Yes,
but when fit is the key word. He's had so many struggles with fitness at this point, it's not even funny. So I think, okay, we can put Shahbaz in at number 8. I think that would be fair, and that's all things said and done, a pretty strong squad on paper.
Yeah.
On paper, again.
Against
Bangladesh, no disrespect to them, but they have been struggling a bit in recent times.
Yes, they don't have their regular captain as well. You've got Liton Das, who will be captaining them.
Although remember, Liton Das did pretty well against India in that World Cup match.
He'll be careful of taking quick singles if KL Rahul is on the field. So that's there. But yeah, this looks to me the likely 11 for India. Of course, you're going to be talking about Shikhar Dhawan.
I think there'll be a few people who would be wanting. And speaking of that, let's just try and take a few comments. Let's see. So that's a lot of
Crazy Z asking. Crazy
X. He's saying, with due respect, how many more ICC tournaments do we need to lose before we understand that KL Rahul can't win his big tournaments? Please open with Rajat Patidar or Tripathi if we selected them. See, I understand the want for fresh
Tripathi was there on the Ireland tour as well, right?
Yeah, Tripathi has been there for I think 3 or 4 series now and not gotten a game. But I don't think either of them I would want to be opening. I think there are 3 or 4 options.
Tripathi, which unfortunately 3 or 4, yes.
Same with Patidar.
Yes.
He's a 3.
He did open a couple of matches though, Tripathi, did he?
No, he's opened, I think, he's opened for KKR, I recall clearly. He's even on occasion opened for SRH and even RPSG, Rising Pune Super Giants. So even then, there used to be times when, he's open, but generally speaking, in recent times, he's been more of a 3-4 option. So maybe not, we can't take Bangladesh that lightly also. No disrespect to them.
You can't.
Harshit Jain says, and that's an interesting shout, is I think Dhawan will open and KL will bat in the middle. Possible. But again, KL hasn't batted in the middle order for a long time.
Where do you bat him in the middle?
Because maybe you replace
you can't middle with the Virat Kohli and Shreyas Iyer.
No, I think if you want to.
But why would you?
Yeah, it would be unfair with Shreyas Iyer.
Just because it won't be construed as harakiri given the fact that you're playing Bangladesh. Of course, you won't be talking about these things if you were pitted against, let's say, in Australia. You won't be thinking of these radical changes, I would say.
Quite possible. Let's see. The Rash 09 says, well, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, that Pant needs to be shown the door. I think Rishabh Pant is probably one of the more hated players on social media right now. Give me check that super chat. There's a super chat.
He lost his cool as well, remember, with everything being said. Lost his cool off.
And I understand it to a degree. Roy SP says that Bangladesh won't be easy, famous for spin dance. Plus, they beat SA and SA this year, which we couldn't. They did lose to Zim, but are a good ODI side. I agree with you, Roy. I'm not saying that Bangladesh will be an easy side, but I do think that India would be starting or be reasonably confident of winning. Don't forget 2 things. One, India very good in bilaterals.
Yes.
Whatever said and done, however we do in ICC tournaments.
Just minus the New Zealand tour or the only New Zealand ODI series. I don't remember losing a series in the last 12 months.
Yeah, it takes a lot to actually beat India in a bilateral series. So bilaterals were fairly good. And Suhas says, see, KL Rahul average in middle order is 68. Okay, I'll do some number crunching on that. But again, how many of those matches are against Sena countries? How many of them are against, and to be fair, he did play in the middle order to some degree when Dhawan used to be a first choice opener, like an undisputed. This is true even in T20s, but I still think KL is better off at the top of the order. YSJ Boy is giving his 11. He's saying, just stop the comments from going down. Let's see. He says that Rohit, Dhawan, VK, Rahul, Shreyas, Pant, Sundar, Akshar, Shardul, Siraj, Umran. Bowling might change, batting is this only. If they play that, YSJ Boy, and if this is actually, can we screenshot this playing 11? I would love to see if this is what they actually do, because that is a very top heavy batting. It's very, very top heavy.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they do play it, I'll give you a special shout out tomorrow during any of the shows which I'm on. Don't forget to remind me. Of course, tomorrow we know the ODI start. There'll be World Cup stuff happening as well. So I'll give you a special shout out, YSJ Boy, if that 11 is correct. And he says, mark my words, India will play this team. Hopefully. I mean, always nice to be right. But let's see what happens.
Always nice to be confident.
No, absolutely, absolutely. But again, as I said, see, there's a lot of talk about Pant being shown the door. And look, I understand he's not been having the best of times, but I think he's shown enough promise in whatever times that he's been a match winner.
He scored a century in England.
To be persisted with at least for a little while longer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, Roy, you're correct. But this version of Rahul is not like that time version of Rahul. I think now he's a very different batsman.
He is a different batsman. He is actually a batsman who likes to play the new ball
and likes to play long.
Yes.
Neither of which he gets to do at number 5.
Yeah.
So anyway, just go down. We'll take a few more comments before we wrap up.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay. Sai Kiran, we're not supporting Pant, just stating the very obvious.
We're not supporting. See, you've got to at times.
I wish the second half of that comment was actually true. Though.
Whose comment was that?
Sai Kiran, just see right on top, just below Sarat Sarkasan. Don't read it out. Just I wish that were true.
Yeah.
I really wish it were true. The Rash says, Pant, great test batter, poor in limiter was true. Not denying that. But again, I think based on the current options, you're either going with him or you're going with Ishan Kishan in the middle order just makes no sense, and neither of them will get to open right now.
See, again, the thing with both Ishan and Pant, they would both have wanted, let's say, to play up the order as much as possible. But again, Ishan, of course, will feel hard done by. Again, he doesn't make it to R11. It'll be, let's see, in fact, it'll be a bit of a surprise if he's actually played ahead of Rishabh Pant. That also could be an indication, and we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Two comments I want to take before we wrap up. One is Vishwaraj Singh Jadeja saying, "Why don't we have an out-and-out spinner? What is the selection call?" That is an interesting call.
See,
because it's not like you don't have spinners.
Yeah.
You could have brought in Kuldeep Yadav, Ravi Bishnoi.
Yes.
Even R. Ashwin, he's a full-time spinner.
He is.
Of course, I don't think they're considering him in the white ball scheme of things anymore. But still. There is no full-time spinner. And
is there something that we heard from the BCCI with regards to the selection?
No, not that I recall.
Though interestingly, one of the new duties that the selection committee will now have to do is often come before the media and take questions. This is, by the way, part of the KRA, the new selection committee for which applications just closed about a couple of days back.
Right.
You will be expected to come before the
and
media.
actually give answers. And to be fair, that used to happen a lot on MSK Prasad.
I remember he would come to that.
Every single selection call was taken, that man would be fronting up to the media.
Yes.
So I like that practice.
He would take the heat. Yes.
One more question which I wanted to take was, Kaushak Arungiri saying, Iyer has proven his mettle. KL will be given a run at 4 before call is taken for Rahul Iyer. I would say that, but I think Rahul is then definitely more of a certainty being the vice captain. Unless he absolutely has a horrible year. Then he's most likely starting in that regard.
Things have to go awfully bad for KL Rahul in the IPL included, I would say, because
there never does in all fairness.
Exactly. So for the next 6 months, of course, it's a crucial time for KL Rahul. Let's not forget that this year as well. The only sort of leeway that I will give him, the only sort of excuse
was that he was injured a lot.
And it takes time. We saw that with everyone, in fact, with Deepak Chahar as well.
Chahar took an eternity to get into rhythm.
Exactly. So it takes a while, and if you can give that leeway to, let's say, bowlers, why not to batsmen then? So we'll have to wait and watch how things pan out. This, ladies and gents, was our likely 11
Yeah.
for the first ODI between Bangladesh and India. And
so we'll just read out the playing 11 one more time before we
Yes.
call it a wrap. So we're opening with the usual combination of Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant make up our middle order. Washington Sundar, Shardul Thakur, Shahbaz Ahmed. That's obviously a lot of wait, hold on. There's a lot of bowling there, but a lot of all-rounders there. But that is due to the fact that there is no full-time spinner. Your three pacers, at least our call was you'd bring Deepak Chahar, Mohammad Siraj, and of course Umran Malik, the man of the hour, who everyone wants to be seeing getting a long rope.
Yes.
So that's our playing 11. If we didn't take your comments or we didn't, you can actually let us know in the comments, because we're bringing this particular version of the Dugout to a close. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. Again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget, like, share, subscribe for all the latest updates from the world of sport.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon so you know when we're going live or uploading a new video for you guys. Don't forget also, along with India, Bangladesh starting,
There is the FIFA World Cup
knockout.
Shane and I have been extremely busy. I hope you're sharing all the videos that we've been putting out for you. Shane will of course be bringing you
I'll be with you guys for the
live
night.
action for tonight's game. The round of 16 begins tonight, and we will keep you posted with everything.
And don't forget to join
happening
us
in
tomorrow
around the
for
World
the
Cup.
build-up to the India Bangladesh ODI series as
Yes.
well, pre-mid post. We're going to be there
Everything
covering all
turns
bases for you
positive.
guys. All right, see you
you
for
so
now,
much.
and bye-bye.